It's the NFL on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Chiefs and the Buccaneers, next on Madden NFL 23.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Butker ready to get us started. This should be fun. The Chiefs and Bucs are underway from Tampa, taken at the goal line. Tampa Bay's offense set to take the field, and of course at quarterback, 23-year veteran who's had a Hall of Fame career several times over, the great Tom Brady.
For 1 month, many people thought they'd seen the end of the greatest quarterback career in league history. Of course, there were others who expected Tom Brady to come back, and he did so 40 days later for a 23rd NFL season. Leading the league in completions, yards, and touchdowns at age 44, he showed that he's as good as ever. But of course, losing in the divisional round, not the way he wanted to go out in his final game. For TB12, it's Lombardi trophies or bust.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. To throw is Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Third and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the third play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Kansas City offense, and in his 6th season of conducting this high-powered attack, coming off 4 straight Pro Bowls, it's Patrick Mahomes.
When talking about Patrick Mahomes, what's a normal season for him is probably a career year for 99% of the other quarterbacks in the game today. 4,800 yards, 37 touchdowns, and a 4th straight trip to the AFC title game. He is making sure that all of us understand what he is doing is sometimes beyond spectacular, and his team follows accordingly. When he's under center, KC always has a shot.
And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Throwing on second down, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. We're scoreless after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And a loose football.
Holding offense. What's the deal, y'all?
That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tooney.
Still first down.
Now here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Mahomes going to leave it with Edwards-Helaire on the draw. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelce. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. Rolling to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's now a hit and a loose football. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for Kansas City. And there's not much to speak of in terms of passing efficiency. But in a tie game, they know a few tweaks could make a big difference going forward. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, we get a look at their numbers on the ground in that first half, as they'll be looking to rev things up here in a tie ball game. Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call of the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Fielded just outside the goal line. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Chiefs. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Harrison Bunker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
And Nick Bolton there on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Fournette. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Fournette running right. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Fournette running out of the gun. Running right through it. And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Well, Leonard Fournette, not a guy to shy away from contact. He can lower the boom on you when he gets ahead of steam, and that was a heck of a run right there.
Yeah, and this is most definitely the guy you want running the football when you need the tough yards on 3rd down. And he moves the chains and then some as he shakes off that first contact. And as they said in the 70s, he just keeps right on trucking.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the gut, Fournette. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So many times tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Extra point try now for Suckup. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. On 1st down, Mahomes. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Fournette, a first down carry. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is caught by Evans. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, 29 yards. And the Buccaneers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point up and good by Succa, and it's now 21-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 2 touchdowns. Just over 2 minutes to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete. Valdez-Scantling. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Mahomes. Finding Hardman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes. Finding Kelsey. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. The throw over the middle taken in. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Mahomes. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And some room to work. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. Down to about the 32. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Brady going to throw here. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.